You need to love what you do. If you love what you do, you will work hard at it. You will be the best at it if you love what you do. So if you're going into business, make it something that you like. Don't just do it for the money. Make it something that you like to do because that makes it easy to do. The money will come. If you like it, the money will come.
Right, come on, let's get this cracking.
Can you picture this? Baby, that good looking, baby. See why I got another. I see y'all. Yeah. Can you picture this? You know, rocking with CYPT. Podcast of the D with Clay and the crew. It's like my CTV. They be giving game out so much, you could take the same route. Especially if you take risks, this YouTube, you make sense.
What up, though? You're listening to the CYPT podcast. It's the podcast with the strongest, fastest, most powerful print shop on this side of the Eastern Seaboard. I'm just Niles.
It's your boy Boogie behind the camera.
I'm Clay, also known as Fearless, and today we have a special guest with us. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
So my name is Yvonne Turner. I'm the owner of Jovonnes Lounge.
All right.
That's what we talking about. I do have to ask because it's been around as long as I can remember, or as long as I've been running up and down Greenfield. How long has it been here?
So Jovonnes has been here for 31 years as Jovonnes. Before that, it was Purple Passion. Before that, it was Terrace Lounge. So that building has been a bar lounge for over 50 years.
But when you bought it, that's when it became
Jovonnes. Yes.
Okay. All right. So tell me about how did you come upon this bar?
So
And the idea of getting a bar.
back in the day, 30-some years ago, my husband and I, John, we were facing, layoffs with our jobs. So we were looking to do something that would, something that we could both get into and make money with, because we weren't sure whether we were going to have jobs. He was working in the factory, I was working for the phone company. So we were looking at something else to get into. And we actually started looking, we were going to do a strip club.
Okay.
We would have been making so much money, but I, Miss Prim and Proper, said, no, we're not doing a strip club. And I look back on that and think how much money we didn't make, but it's okay because I've enjoyed owning and running Jovonnes Lounge for the past 30 years, over 30 years.
Okay. So when you did get the bar, were you still working or at your jobs, or did the actual layoff actually happen?
No, the layoff didn't happen.
Okay.
Because we were good workers, so they didn't lay us off.
So you were doing both at the same time?
Yes.
How?
It was very hard. I kept my job for years, but I finally convinced John he needed to quit his job at the plant because it was too hard for him to try to run that bar and try to go to Chrysler and work. It was just too hard.
So when you first got in, did it kind of take off right away, or
It did.
It
did. Like, Detroit was hungry for a new club, and it was amazing. It was really amazing. When we first opened that bar, it was always geared towards older people, and it still is today. On Sundays, we still keep that.
So when you say older people, how old are you talking?
Grown folks. So it's always, we've never really catered to 20 and under. Never. Okay. It's always been more a 30, 40 and up crowd.
30, 35, 40, somewhere around there.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's been a dance club. All these years, it's been a dance club. And when John was running it, it was suits on Sundays for sure.
Word?
Yes. You could not get in there if you had gym shoes on.
Really?
And that was any day of the week when he was running it.
Really?
No kidding.
No paying a little extra to get in with none of that.
No. He might let somebody slip in the back door, but he tell you sit in the back and you don't move. but yeah, because a lot of people, they still call today and say, "What's the dress code?" And I'm like, we have relaxed the dress code since the pandemic. So much has changed, so we have relaxed the dress code tremendously. But Sundays is still dress up day.
Okay. Were you always cooking food in there?
Always, yeah. We've always
So
had a kitchen.
Since you opened up, you were cooking food.
Yes, we've always had a kitchen in there.
Okay.
So our thing now is, and this is not, I'm not lying and I'm not exaggerating. We got the best lamb chops in the city of Detroit.
I have heard that.
Yeah, I heard that too.
I have heard that.
We do have the best lamb chops in the city of Detroit.
How much are the lamb chops?
So the lamb chops are $5.
Okay.
We used to run specials, but they have priced themselves out. So
No more than $2 lamb chops.
No more than
Can't
$2
do that
lamb.
no more.
No,
It's just impossible
It's
now.
just impossible.
It is, and you know, people understand because
Right.
they know what they paying at the grocery store.
Right,
So
right. You can't get them.
you just can't. Yeah,
That makes a lot of sense.
you can't get them to taste like we get them to taste.
Okay. All right. So, what year was that you guys opened Jovonnes?
What year was it?
Can you
Okay,
recall back then?
31 years ago.
31. It was 31 years ago.
I was
It
3
was-
years old, man.
Okay.
I was
31
3 years old.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow. You said something about COVID. A lot of businesses went down during COVID, and did we? You know, some of them didn't. But how did you? What was that like on the bar during COVID?
Well, it was total shutdown. Yeah, in March of 2019, it was mandated. We had to totally shut down, and all the bars, all bars had to shut down. So the way that we maintained was that, luckily we had a kitchen, and we could do carry out. So that's what we did, and that really just carried us over. So that carry out food and then they opened it up where we could do carry out drinks.
Okay.
So for the rest of that 2019 and part of 20, when the bar was shut down, but we were still doing food. So that kind of maintained us.
That's how that carry out drink thing started happening. Like
Yes.
now places they'll let you carry out a drink. Before you couldn't do that.
Right.
Then COVID happened, and all of a sudden, as long as we put this covering over it, you
Yeah.
can take it with you along with the food.
Yeah.
We had to do that here. We were taking orders and running them out to people.
Oh, right.
Your online orders and things like that.
Yeah.
It was really the only way to survive COVID, to be honest with you.
Absolutely.
Everything else started to go down.
Yeah, and a lot of people did. They lost their business because they had to continue to pay rent, and they weren't breaking any money in. So how does that work, right? And I was fortunate enough I own the building, so I'm paying me rent.
Okay.
So that's how I survived.
So, how did you come up with the name?
Oh, okay. So the name came from John and Yvonne, just smushed together.
Okay.
Jovonnes.
Jovonnes. Your color scheme, it's purple and silver and black, right? Did you guys agree upon that? Are those your favorite colors, or did he like purple? Why did you come up with that scheme?
That was originally Purple Passion colors was purple.
Okay.
So we kind of kept that,
Thing
the
going.
purple theme going on the inside. And it just kind of carried over.
Okay.
It carried over. We like the blend of it. So
Is that a hard transition when you're opening up a bar and it was previously another name? Like on Livernois, what's it now? It's Soul on Ice, right? But before that, it was Penthouse, or before that, it was Club JV, or before that, it was what's it like when the name changes? Do you have the same clientele or people who are already coming there and they decided, well, this is my spot where I go, they just change the name, or is it like a complete new branding and new what's the word, marketing that you have to do in order to get people?
So in our case, we did have a lot of the same customers because that Purple Passion, it was geared to an older adult crowd as well. So it wasn't a hard transition. Purple Passion had been closed for, I want to say, about 4, maybe 5 years so before we opened up Jovonnes.
Mm-hmm.
So it had been closed for a minute, but the crowd, it was still the same clientele.
Okay. How do you? Sorry. Oh. Go ahead.
Well, I want to know why that building? Where you guys did you used to go to Purple Passion, or how did you acquire that?
We were just looking around for a spot. I never went to Purple Passion. I didn't. I wasn't even a bar type. John was, so he probably had been there before.
You weren't the bar type. You're not the bar type.
Never was.
Has that changed?
Absolutely.
So, if it wasn't Jovonnes, what bar might have you had gotten?
Okay, so we looked at yesterday's on Telegraph. The place was so huge. It was so big. We knew, you would have to do a lot to fill that spot.
The one right off the freeway, right?
Yes.
Yep. That's huge.
So we looked at that. We also looked at, I can't think of the name of it, on 8 Mile and the Lodge.
I believe that was the old Tony Julian's.
Okay.
I believe that was.
You believe? You believe?
I believe. You said
Right.
about it really didn't have a lot of parking there.
Yeah, there wasn't parking there, and it had been closed for a long time. It would have took a lot of work in there too, but the parking was the issue with that spot. And then we also looked at a strip club. Like I said, I shot that down, dummy me, but it's okay.
Well, we can't say that yet because we don't know what might have transpired.
What would have happened?
There's no telling.
Yeah,
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So you and your husband ran the bar for how long?
So he passed away 8 years ago.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So he passed away from cancer 8 years ago, and so I just stepped up and started going down there more. And I wasn't going down there as much when he was running it because.
So he was doing most of the running the bar. You stayed in the back, so it wasn't like you guys were running it together.
No, we learned early on that running it together caused conflict at home.
Okay.
So
All right.
Early on.
So we learned that early on.
Okay. Yeah.
So I kept my job with the phone company. I convinced him to quit his job and do that full time, and I stayed out the way.
Did you go up to the bar and frequent it a lot?
I did.
Okay.
I did go up to the bar a lot.
Was it fun just having him own the bar and you just can go in there and drink and mingle?
It was. That was a good thing. I had a good time doing that. So, yeah, because it's a lot of work now.
Yeah.
But
How did you do that? Going from like him running everything, that was such a big position to fill. Like how did you even know where to start?
because I was involved. I was just in the background. So it was not like I didn't know what he was doing and, seeing how he was handling things. But it was a lot. My son, if it wasn't for my son that's helping me now, is no telling.
So your
if we would
son
be
stepped
open.
in as well.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, my son, John, he soon as he got out of school, he said, I'm going to come back and I'm going to help you out. And he gave me a time limit. I'm going to help you out for 5 years, and then we're going to,
What'd you have him doing?
He's managing. He's a general
He's
manager.
still there.
He's still there.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
Yes, absolutely. And his name is John, too, so we didn't need to change the
the
name.
name. Right. Still Jovonnes.
It's still Jovonnes.
Now, how many are you like in the club? Some business owners, they kind of like step back and kind of let things run themselves, right? Are you there all the time?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
I'm there a
She
lot.
there every time I go, she's there.
I'm there a lot, almost all the time, except for when I take a vacation. So
Okay.
And
Do you think that it'll be a problem? Could it run itself?
Could it run itself? Oh, absolutely.
Without, you set up like standard operating procedures where everything is cool and you can step back if you wanted to.
Absolutely. Everybody knows what they need to do. Everybody absolutely knows what they do. I don't. They look at me like, will you go sit down somewhere?
Yeah.
But
You got to stay in the mix.
I know, and that's just me. I just like to be moving around. If I sit down, I might go to sleep. So I need to keep moving.
So what are you doing on a day-to-day operation? Like, what are some of the things you do?
Okay.
You serve drinks, you cook food. Like, what do you make sure the patrons are taken care of? Like,
Right.
what do you do? Are you bringing
So
in?
I just try to make sure that everything is set up so that when the bartenders get there and the waitresses get there, they have what they need to serve the customers. And I just try to, mingle with the customers, and if something needs to be done in the kitchen, I call my son. Come on, get in this kitchen.
Do you get in there and roll up your sleeves and cook?
Yeah, if I need to.
If you need to.
If I need to, but I try not to need to.
Okay.
I try to make sure I got enough people there to do that.
If something's to happen, then you can definitely get in there.
I can.
If you're short staff or something
Yes,
like that.
if that happens.
Yeah, that happens.
does happen.
People get sick and you have to just get in there and do what you got to do, right?
That's right. And then a lot of people, they're not trying to work after COVID. Something, I don't know what happened with this COVID.
I keep hearing that.
People don't want to work anymore. Like, they will literally fill out an application. You will call them and set up an appointment. Next day, they won't show up.
Really?
It's like, what?
Yeah.
That happens a lot.
I guess it was all that time off that they had. They just can't get back into it.
Staffing is how we are always looking for staff. Bartenders, waitresses, and then too, people in that business, that's a high turnover.
Yeah.
Anyway,
the bar business itself.
Yes,
it is.
It is. Yeah, your bartenders and waitresses, because that's a secondary job for a lot of them. So they're just moving through,
Extra cash type thing.
Now, I've heard that in every bar, there's theft.
From the front door to the back door.
Word.
Okay.
You can't get around it.
No, you can't.
How do you combat that? If at all, how do you minimize that?
Okay. Well, you minimize it by having, like, your checks and balances. So you've got trustworthy people behind the bar, which you're gonna have some spillage, you're gonna have some forgetfulness or whatever, but basically you gotta trust the people that you got serving your drinks, because we just recently went to free pour, so now we are free pour.
So that means,
what does that mean?
That means what it used to be measured, where you turn a bottle up and it'll only pour so much, and that's a drink. So now we took that off and we're doing free pour, which the bartender knows how much to pour, or they can pour it into a jigger, which will measure it out for them, and then they pour it into the drink.
Is the jigger that
–
double-sided
yes.
10
yes.
shot looking thing? That's
yes.
what that's called?
Yes.
Now, you used to have a cap on your liquor that measured it automatically.
Yes.
Now, what made you go back to the free pour?
We never had the free pour before.
Okay, so you started with
we
that.
We started with measured.
And what made you say, okay, I'm just gonna give them a little more?
Yeah, we just decided to do something different, and a lot of bars that you go to, especially out of state, they don't have measured. A lot of them, they just free pour.
Did you make more money? Did you see the increase in revenue when you stopped doing that measured?
I didn't see really an increase, but I didn't see a drop.
Okay.
That was my concern, is that they would start, over pouring, for tips. But no, I got good people in there, so I'm not mad about it at all.
Why go to free pour?
I think we needed to. We wanted to feel like we were keeping up with the trend. absolutely.
Now, do your competition are they free pouring?
A lot of
A lot of them are.
A lot of them are.
How do you with other bars? How do you guys do you guys ever group together and make money? And if you do, like, how do you do that? Like, do you send customers over there? Like, one, I know, like, some nights, I think bars, maybe, like, you'll go to their bar.
Like bar
like
crawls.
that.
That's what you're talking about, bar crawls.
Yeah, bar crawl. Do you do that with some bars in the city?
Well, we don't. It used to be a bar association.
Okay.
Okay, so it used to be
Really?
a black bar association.
A black bar association.
Absolutely, yeah. And Jovonnes used to be a part of it, but that kind of fizzled out. But that was something where you would go to a particular bar once a week, go to a different bar,
right?
On a different night, and support that bar. You need to spend X amount of dollars at that place, and then the next week you go to another bar so that everybody could share the wealth,
right?
More or less.
So would your bar be closed down when you do that, or like how would you take your customers over there? How does that work? I never knew that. I just heard about this thing.
Well, if it was on a night that you were open, and you would just maybe send some people over there.
Send some of your people over there.
Just send some people over there,
Okay.
to show support.
Okay.
Yeah. But if your bar was closed, then,
Everybody head over there.
Everybody go.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
What is the key to longevity running a bar here in Detroit? Because it's been open as long as I can remember. And I've seen other bars on Greenfield and clubs, and they go down. Mm-hmm. Like, whatever that one is that says it's a retirement home now or a senior club or something like that. That was a whole strip club or something like that when I remember.
Yep.
It was wild. And they're constantly going down, constantly changing. Mm-hmm. But not Club Jovonnes, which is in the same area. So what is the secret weapon that you guys have to make sure that we stand here?
We actually cater to an adult crowd. So we're not looking for the trend. We don't play music. We're not playing a bunch of hip hop music, So the way we have stood there and the way we've kept our older customers is from playing the music that they like, which is dance music, which is a lot of the time is old school music, and we just don't let it get too wild and too out of hand. We got good security. We've got, got good, the staff. Mm-hmm. So basically we don't really try to follow the trends because you can be in for 3 weeks at a club. The young people, they'll come for 3 weeks, and then when a new club open up, they go over there.
Can I have a private party at
You
Club
can.
Jovonnes?
You can.
So if I'm a young guy and I want a private party there, how do the regulars still get to come in that night, or do you have certain nights for it, or how does that work?
Okay, so if you if you're a young guy and you want to have a private party, I have a room in the back that you can reserve. Okay. But if you wanted to buy out the whole bar, you would have to do that on a Monday or Tuesday when we're closed.
Okay. So okay. I see
Other
how
than
it
that,
works
it's good. It's still going to be
you can't
open
have
to the public.
two musics playing at the same time.
Nah.
We can't play the rap, and so on Mondays and Tuesdays you can buy out the whole.
You can. Okay. Absolutely.
All right.
Yeah. And we used to do a rap showcase. It was called Industry Night.
Right.
And it was once a month on Fridays. Mm-hmm. I really did love it too, but we're not doing it anymore. But it was showcasing rappers in the city of Detroit, and it was all original music. It was really, really, really nice, and they called it the Industry Night. Mm-hmm. They didn't get up there and play somebody else's music. This was theirs. It was original. Mm-hmm. I love that.
What I have a friend named Mario Ledesma. He goes by the name Dosa Casal, and we did some of his business cards here. And I did see that he was performing at Club Jovonnes for Industry Night, which I didn't know that you guys had. And his music is more like revolutionary, power to the people type thing. I didn't know that was happening over there at Club Jovonnes. Why'd you guys stop Industry Night? And how long was it going? Because I didn't even know about this.
It went on for, I want to say, we probably did it for about a year.
And y'all up the street.
We probably did it for about a year.
A year?
Yeah.
What made you stop it?
It was
young people.
It was too much. It was kind of
It started getting out of hand.
It started getting to be too much. Yeah.
Do you do other things like maybe a poetry night or comedy, or what other things you might do up there?
At this point, we're not really doing any type of entertainment like that. We used to do karaoke. We had a karaoke night.
No more karaoke?
No more karaoke. That was so much fun.
Why we stop karaoke?
Well, you know what?
Was it the young people again?
No.
Oh my
God. No. Sometimes it runs its course. Some things run their course, and then you just have to let them go for a minute and, regroup.
It's possible to bring it back.
Yeah, absolutely. It is. Because we used to have live entertainments. So
really?
We did. But sometimes when it runs its course, you have to. We've done a lot of things. We used to do comedy down there.
Y'all have comedy night?
We used to have comedy down there, and we've had a lot of names come through there too.
Like who? Some names.
Well, Coco she was coming down there. What's the guy's name?
Foolish.
Downtown Tony Brown.
Downtown Tony Brown, Foolish. Yeah, I think Foolish actually.
I heard Foolish a wild boy.
Broke a chandelier in there.
Yeah.
Broke a chandelier.
So that was a while. That was a while ago. Yeah.
How did that happen?
That he was just a little wild, I guess. But he broke the chandelier, and I think that's when John cut that one out. So that was a while ago.
That's how comedy stopped.
Yeah.
We lost the whole chandelier.
Oh,
Wow.
I heard about you guys. You do a casino night, or was that a one-time thing?
Okay, so the casino night is actually a fundraiser. I started doing it like 8 years ago when John passed away from cancer. So in order to, keep his memory alive and also contribute to cancer research, I started doing a casino night because I love the casino. I like to gamble too. So we would do a fundraiser, we would bring in roulette, craps, and blackjack.
That was the games.
Yeah. And the proceeds we give to Carmanos.
Nice.
And we still do that once a year. And it's usually in July or June or July, which was the time he used to have his big birthday parties.
Okay.
So we do still do that.
I'm picturing Harlem Nights here.
That's right. Yeah, we called it that the last time.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We didn't do that flyer? I feel like we did a Harlem Nights for Jovonnes.
I think you did.
I was like, we didn't do it. I feel like we did that.
Okay.
I think you did. Yeah.
Hey, you come here and get a lot of stuff done. And I want to thank you again for all of your business.
Oh, no problem.
Yeah.
And I'm always happy because you always do a great job and you always get it to me quickly. So I appreciate that.
You know why?
Why?
Tell them.
Because we're the strongest, fastest, most powerful print shop on this side of the Eastern Seaboard.
Okay. I got that.
Tell me about what are some of the drink specials at Club Jovonnes?
Oh, okay. So we have Friday is $2 shooters for Tito's, 1800, and Crown Royal.
And Crown.
Yes. And then we're open Wednesday through Sunday. And Wednesday through Friday, we have a happy hour drink special, $5 Long Islands, any well drinks, blue MFs, lemon drops. I think the lemon drops are also $5, and that's until 8:00. So from the time we open till 8:00 during the week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we have drink specials.
From the time you open, it's a happy hour till 8:00.
Until 8, yeah.
What time you open?
So the opening time.
That's the
trick.
That's the trick.
That's the trick.
Oh,
All right, so 4:00 Wednesday,
okay.
Thursday 6,
Okay.
and then Friday 5:00, and then Saturday we're open from 8 to 2, and Sunday we're open from 5 to midnight.
I know some drunks that are coming there early and clean you
Yeah.
out now.
Well, like I said, if they know about it, that's okay.
The $2 shooter night never gets wild. Does it ever get really, really, really wild at Club Jovonnes? I know you said you have good security.
Yeah,
Anybody ever had to get tossed out? It's been 30
absolutely.
years. Absolutely.
People have got.
Was it the young crowd or was it the mature that got tossed out?
It's adults.
It's adults?
It's adults.
It's adults that got tossed out.
Oh yeah, yeah. Some people, if you're drinking too much, then sometimes it get out of hand, and we have to have Mario come and Mario comes by and does a sweep.
Yeah. You got the signal. They know your signal.
Yeah, they watch me all the time
so
because they know I'm not scared. I'm gonna go right at you. What?
Oh, you gonna toss them out?
No, I'm not gonna toss them, but I'll be in your face.
I believe it.
I will. So they watch where I'm at all the time. Like, what's she doing? What is she doing? Where's she going?
Said Mario.
Yeah, right here. Right here. Yeah.
Tell me more. Do you guys have any beer specials, or is it only like liquor and alcohol?
No, it's just the liquor. And then Thursdays we have a football. We watch the Thursday night football. Yeah, we have Thursday night football. And if you come in, buy a drink, not a beer, then you get a free square. And if your square wins the game, you know how the squares go,
Right.
then you get a $50 credit for the next time you come to Jovonnes.
Oh, that's cool.
Exactly.
Oh, that's cool.
That's how they do that.
But you have to, you got to buy a drink, and you have to get it before the game starts.
Okay.
So usually the game start about 8.
So you're not gonna sit here and just watch the game and then go, yeah, that one.
Right? No.
No. What's do you celebrate your birthday at Club Jovonnes?
Yes, I have had some great parties.
Great
parties.
What's that
So
like?
in
What's
August-
that like?
Oh,
In fact,
August, you're Leo. You're
oh
Leo?
no, I'm Virgo.
Virgo. Okay. I thought
Virgo.
it was the same sign.
It's right on the cusp, though. It's the 24th, so
Okay.
I act like both.
you do.
I do.
Do you always have your parties at the bar?
I do.
Okay.
I do.
I would.
Yes. I didn't. See, before,
Word.
when John was running it, my birthday was in Vegas every year. But when John died, I had to okay, all right, I guess I got to start having my parties down here, right? So I have my parties at the bar.
And I bet
it's a
those
good
are
time.
the biggest ones of the year.
It's pretty big.
Yeah, I've seen them
It's pretty
cars.
big.
Yeah.
It's pretty. I'm trying to catch up with John because John used to shut Greenfield down. He did. Yeah.
How many people did you have in that building? Like it's a nice size building, but
It was always up to code. So whatever that sign say on there,
Yeah.
That's
that's
how
how many
was
people
in
was
there.
in there.
Of course.
tell me about the food because they're like you said, Detroit's best
lamb chops.
best lamb chops. What else do we
Best
have
lamb
there?
chops in the city. Okay, so we got the standard, bar food. It's wings and fries and steak bites. Like I said, Wednesday is our steak bite night. Catfish, tilapia, garlic mashed potatoes, and green beans. And the green beans
That
are
sounds
not
delicious.
canned. They are not canned.
Fresh green beans.
That's right. And you don't know the difference until you know the difference.
I know somebody asked, "What is this?" Cinco de Mayo. What's it like there?
Oh, that's a big party.
Big party.
That's a big party.
Big
Lots
party.
of drinking.
Got to be
Lots of
the
drinking.
tequila specials.
That's right.
Man, I got to slide down there. We got to go down there.
Yeah.
But see, you know, I stopped drinking Jovonnes.
Yeah, but they got the best lamb chops, though.
Yes,
I know.
we got to go down
And
there
you
for the
can-
land.
They got the best
Right.
lamb chops.
And you can always get, juice, lemonade, whatever. You don't have to drink just to come in a bar and have a good time and good conversation with people.
Right.
So, yeah. And then we're having a New Year's Eve party. So
It's just so easy when you
That
drink.
is-
Do you drink?
I do.
Does
I
that go
do.
hand in hand with owning a bar? Would you say?
I would say that it does. I would say that it does. But you don't have to drink just, to own the bar.
So is it nights that you go in there just sober as all
I'm telling you, I'm sober most of the time. Because even though I drink, like
well,
I don't-
without a drink, just go in there no drink.
Yeah, because Monday and Tuesday, if I'm not visiting someone else, giving them a play, then I'm not drinking anything.
Okay, I laughed because I was like Monday and Tuesday. I was like, I thought y'all was closed.
Exactly. That's the whole thing. If I'm not in the bar, I have so much liquor at my house, unopened. I don't drink at home.
Just,
I don't
just
drink
right
at
the
home.
bar.
Yeah, just to be social at the bar. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Do people buy you a lot of drinks all the time? Like,
a lot of times, yes.
do you have to turn them
most of the
down?
time.
You're like, if everybody's
Well, you
like
know
If everybody buys
buying
you
you
a
a
drink,
drink, like how do you?
And so, if John was alive, he would kill me for saying this because I have turned down drinks. He was like, "Are you crazy? You don't turn
can't
down
drink
no.
all- you
You don't
can't
turn
drink
down no drink." Yes, I can drink all of that. So I do turn down drinks sometimes. I just say, "Well, next time, catch me
Yeah,
next
catch me
time,"
next
and that's
time.
fine. I think it's fine
Mm-hmm.
because you don't want to tear your body up just because you have a bar.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to drink everything in it. So.
Right.
what do you drink? What is your
Choice.
What is
Right
your
now,
choice?
my choice is Kettle One.
Kettle One.
Yeah, and that's because there's no sugar in it. So, like Tito's has no sugar, Kettle One has no sugar in
Did
it.
not know that.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep my girlish figure. So,
What was it before Kettle One? You said right now. So
oh yeah, because what I grew up on was Hennessy.
Okay,
There we go. There we
I
go.
could drink you under the table.
There we whoa.
Hennessy straight up,
Whoa.
water back. Okay.
What?
all right.
I didn't want. No pop. No. Oh yeah.
Tell me, is there now marijuana is legal in Michigan? I know people like to fire up all the time inside of clubs. How do you handle that?
You cannot fire up inside of Jovonnes.
Yeah.
You cannot.
Were you ever able to smoke inside there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
you'll smoke cigarettes and stuff like that, right?
we used to have big old smoke eaters on the top of the, to take
Keep
the
the air
smoke out
clear.
the room. Mm-hmm. But so I was really glad when they said no smoking. And I was tired of
You're
going
not a
home.
smoker.
I used to smoke though.
Okay.
I did. I smoked for many, many years.
When they made
Cigarettes?
that change,
Okay, yeah.
when bars made that change from you could smoke here to you can't, there was no decline in sales at all because a lot of people felt it goes
was.
hands in hand.
It was a big decline,
How did y'all
and we
counteract that?
felt really cheated because you could still go to the casino and sit there and smoke.
True. To
But
this
you
day.
could not, yes.
To
but
this
you-
day.
But you can't legally smoke inside of a bar.
Mm-hmm.
But I have a patio where people can actually go out
outside.
there.
There's a patio?
Yep, there's a patio. Yeah.
Can we get drinks out there as well? Can
Yes,
they
you
service out there?
can. Yes, you can get drink service out there. There's tables and chairs out there. So yeah, you can smoke outside. If I see somebody vaping, that I just tell them you can't vape in here. But if you go right out that door,
Ooh, no
It's
vape.
nice.
Oh, you hardcore.
oh yeah, no vaping. No.
Hardcore.
Because that smoke, that's still smoke. That's still smoke.
It was a gray area for a while.
Yeah.
Well, not for me.
No, not for you.
So there's a lot of things that impact your business. One is the cigarette smoke,
Mm-hmm.
and then COVID.
Mm-hmm.
It was a couple of years back. I don't know how long ago, but the construction
Wow.
on Greenfield. Talk about that.
That was a mess. That was yeah.
Years back.
That really, yeah, maybe 2
Yeah.
years ago. They were putting down new water pipes, and they had Greenfield tore up. And it really did affect our business. Our business went down because nobody wanted to be bothered with the backup on Greenfield. It was like down to one lane on both sides. So yeah, we just had to weather the storm. There was nothing we could do about it.
What percentage? Like, what was the bar like inside? Like, what? How much percentage do you think it went down? Like,
It was over 50%.
over 50%.
It was over 50%. Like we were desperately needing parties to keep going.
Now, did the city give you a timeline of when the construction was going to be complete, and were they on time?
No, because the city said it was the water department, and the water department had no information for us.
Jesus.
So you just had to sit back and just wonder.
Yep. We just had to sit back and wait for them to move on down the road.
And how long was it after the construction was complete did business resume back to its normalcy?
I'm gonna say after that, maybe a couple of months.
Okay.
But since COVID, there's just a new normal now. So it's not back to pre-COVID capacity. We haven't got back to pre-COVID capacity, and I think it's okay for that too, because there's still a lot of illness floating around.
Definitely.
So you do have to be careful. You don't want to be packed into some place where you're all on top of each other. So we still don't have all our tables out. We still try to make it spacious where you're not all on top of each other. So, but that's that's our preference too, though.
Can I know you said you have the kitchen and the food. Can I DoorDash there? Some bars you can DoorDash, and if you just want the food, is that an option?
At this particular moment, it's not, but we do have the setup for Uber
Eats.
Okay, Uber Eats. Works.
Yeah, but we just need to get the system upgraded.
I was about to say, was it a lot? Is it just a lot when you do it? The Uber Eats.
It was. Well, Uber Eats is what kept us going through the pandemic.
Really? Okay, so that
Yep.
that was one of the things that kept.
Was one of the things that really kept us going.
Man, that
Yep.
Uber Eats is really, really something. I am a young man, at least for now. What night do I most likely want to come to Club Jovonnes? What night am I? What night best fits me? I do like old school, but I may like a little rap,
Saturday.
here and there. Saturday's my night.
Saturday
It's a $2
is
shooter night, isn't it? That was a
No, Friday is the $2 shooter night.
Friday is a $2 shooter night.
Yes.
Why not Friday?
Well, you could come Friday. That's fine. You can still. I mean, you're still gonna have a good time.
Okay, why Saturday?
But because we have a lot of parties on Saturday, and so there's more of a variety of people in there on Saturday, I just think you would enjoy it better. So
I'm coming Saturday.
okay.
I'm definitely coming Saturday.
Question. Well, I always wanted to know this. Like, what is protocol when someone has drank too much and they have to drive themselves home? How is that handled at the bar?
So the drinks are cut off, and hopefully it's not because of us that they're in that condition.
How do
Because
you know a
sometimes-
person's limit though? Like, it seems like that's such a hard thing to determine.
That's not hard. People show you who they are. They absolutely show you who they are. Because sometimes people will come in already drunk. And if I can see it, you can't get a drink. No, you can have some water. I have no
So you
problem
just
with
cut
that.
them off, and
For sure, cut them off.
At any time, are they defiant? Like, yeah, I need a drink.
Right, and then security comes in.
That's when Mario.
That's
comes.
when Mario.
That's
steps
Mario.
in. That's when Mario steps in, and no, you can't get it. No, because if we know somebody they could be a hazard to anybody out there on the street, and usually they're a pest to the people inside the bar. That's what usually gives it away. They're just all over the place, and bothering people. So, yeah, but we cut them off. And, if you want to just sit out on the patio, that's fine until you kind of sober up or whatever.
Y'all ever have to call a cab?
Yeah, we have. Oof. We have. But most of the time they come in with someone, and that someone is not so drunk. Right. And can take care of
that designated
them.
Driver. Mm-hmm. What's Halloween night there? Like there?
Oh, that was fun. That was a lot of fun. I took a lot of pictures of different costumes. People like to dress up, so different costumes. And then we had an event we did on actual Halloween. We weren't open, but we did have a trunk or treat in the parking lot. So we just gave candy away. We had hot dogs and apples and chips and candy in different people's trunks. So we had a good time this Halloween.
What other programs do you have for the community like that? Like some people trunk or treat. Do you have coats for kids or backpacks or anything like that?
We used to do Toys for Tots. When John was around, we did Toys for Tots every year. We just decorated the bar. We gave away bikes and presents, and we would get the names from the Human Services Department because it was down the street from us. So.
Right.
So now I actually have a family that the bar is going to support this year. A young man came in the bar a couple of weeks ago, and he had a bunch of applications, people that needed assistance. And so the bar is going to help this family out and buy their presents and get them food and everything for Christmas.
Oh, that's great.
So, yeah, we try to give back to the community.
So what other up-and-coming events do you have going on?
Well, other than, so this week is my son JT's birthday party is Thursday. Then we've got the Ugly Sweater party on the 23rd of December. And then we got the New Year's Eve party on New Year's Eve. And then we just go into the next year with parties.
You need to hit that Ugly Sweater party.
Yeah. When she said that, I was like, that
you thought that same thing.
Like something that we need to.
The Ugly Sweater party? Yeah.
Because we like making ugly sweaters here.
Yeah. Oh, do you?
Oh, yeah.
And we have like contests.
Really?
Come up with the best ugly sweater.
Right.
So,
okay.
Got to keep it fun here, too.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So we might be at that one.
Okay, then.
Yeah, we'll go to that one.
We'll be at that one.
We'll go to that
the
one.
Ugly Sweater will be at that one.
You got us.
Okay.
You got us on that one.
Okay.
And we're getting them lamb chops.
Yeah.
That's right.
Detroit's best lamb chops.
That's right. Best lamb chops in the city.
I think one of the biggest questions I have, if you can answer this, when I hear people were trying to get a bar and things like that, they make it sound like getting a liquor license is absolutely the most impossible, challenging, hardest thing you could ever do anywhere in Detroit. How do you do that? Or how challenging is that? Or is there a secret way you can get it, or it's just...
No, it's not a secret. So it just has, a license has to be available.
Available?
Yes. Because
a license has to be available?
Yeah. Yeah. They have a limited number of liquor licenses that they issue.
Now, it usually comes with the bar, right? The liquor license.
Sometimes it
and
does.
The bar code.
Sometimes it don't.
Does. Right. Yeah. Sometimes it does not. And sometimes people don't know that until they've already bought the building and then find out they didn't get the liquor license with it. But in our case, it did come with. So we were able to apply for the liquor license. And you just have to have, I think you cannot have a felony, and because they do a background check on you and your family and your mama and your your grandpa and everybody. Yeah, so you just have to. It takes. Well, I don't know how long it takes right now, but it's a lengthy process. Probably about maybe 4 or 5 months, because they got to do their investigation. So the city is going to investigate you. The state is going to investigate you. So it's not a lot that you yourself have to do. It's just that it's a long process. They're doing a background check to make sure that you are, you are able to have the license.
Right. How do you lose it? Can you lose it?
Sure, you can. Yeah, if you get some violations, like serving underage drinkers, and a lot of time what they'll do, they'll send
narcs.
Yeah, they'll send some people in and have somebody underage try to buy a drink, and if they can get it, then you got a problem. You get a ticket. So if you get so many violations, then they will, their last recourse is to take your license. So those violations, and it doesn't have to be totally associated with the liquor. You could be writing bad checks or something. But yeah, the state doesn't play with that liquor license.
That's rough.
So, say for instance, you ran out of Hennessy. Is it illegal to go to the liquor store and buy a bottle?
Is it illegal to go to the liquor store and buy
you do,
a bottle?
I mean, can you? Just for purposes of another bar owner.
No,
it's
you're
not
not
illegal?
supposed to.
You're not supposed to.
You're not supposed to.
Okay.
You're supposed to get we're all supposed to get our liquor from state distributors. Okay. But like I said, it happens sometimes that you run out. You have to do that. So.
Okay.
But you're not supposed to.
You're not supposed to. Okay.
And that's just with the liquor. So with the wine, they still have distributors from the that are state distributors, but with the beer and the wine, you really can't get that from wherever.
Okay. All right.
But they're strict on that liquor. They want to keep account.
Keep account of it.
Of what you're spending and that type of thing.
Okay.
Y'all got wine there too? Y'all do wine tastings?
No.
No wine tastings?
No wine tasting.
We have like a good Cabernet.
Oh.
do like a good cab.
Now I will drink some wine. I will drink some wine.
Okay. Yeah, we have wine. Yeah. We absolutely do.
A little red wine.
A little red wine and salad.
Red wine and salad.
A little red wine and salad.
I'm trying to be health conscious now.
We can do that. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
We're a little running out of time. Give us 3 things you need, really important things you need, if you are trying to open your own bar.
Oh, if you're trying to open your own bar.
Need some money.
Well, I tell you, yes, you do. You need to have
capital.
Have some capital money, yeah. But the thing about it, when we did ours, we started out on land contract.
Really?
We started out, we gave that man like $5,000 down. That's how we started. And it was on land contract. And then we just, kept it going from there. And he had told us, I got the bar back 3 times. I said, you ain't getting it back from us. No. We gonna get you. We gonna pay this off here. But yeah, you need to, and you need to love people. You need to love, being around, being in that atmosphere, So that, and you need to be you need to be focused on what you're doing, because the one who the lady, I think her name was Linda. that issued our liquor license, she told us, she said, I've seen so many couples come in here and their marriages end up in divorce because they got a bar and this happened, that happened, and whatever. But you need to be focused on what you're doing.
Do you plan on leaving a legacy, like giving it down to your son when you just get tired? Or
we're talking about what we're gonna do, because I am getting up there. It's time for me to start stepping back and doing my retirement thing. So we are actually talking about what we want to do with the bar. So it's a legacy. John left a legacy for us, and this is how we make our money. So
right, that's good.
Yeah.
Give us one thing for just entrepreneurs in general. What advice, if you can just give the people out there in business?
Well, I think you just need to love what you do. If you love what you do, you will work hard at it. You will be the best at it if you love what you do. So if you're going into business, make it something that you like. Don't just do it for the money. Make it something that you like to do, because that makes it easy to do. The money will come. If you like it, the money will come.
He just told me that yesterday.
What?
Clay just told me that yesterday.
Yeah. Is that right?
He just told me those exact words yesterday.
That's because we're here. We are here.
Yeah, gotta be.
Yeah.
Gotta be.
Well, thank you for being here.
Oh, thank you for asking me.
Thank you. And you were a substitute. Our other guests had canceled on us at the last minute, and we got a superstar.
Oh,
we did.
We got a superstar. So I'm
sweet.
glad everything worked out, and
thank you for your
appreciate
continued business here.
Yes.
All the things you don't know,
Yes.
we try very hard to put you in front of people for real.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I can tell that, and I do appreciate it. I really do.
Very valued customer.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
and is there any way they can get in contact with you? Let the people know you got a website or anything like that.
Yeah.
Social media.
Social media is Club Jovonnes, Facebook Club Jovonnes. Our email is what is it? Jovonnes.com.
They got the Facebook.
Yeah, you go Facebook.
They got
Facebook
you.
and Instagram. Is
They can get to you from there.
That's
all right.
right.
Well, thanks again.
Thank you.
All right.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Boogie.
You have just listened to the Can You Picture This podcast? The podcast for the strongest, fastest, most powerful t-shirt/print shop on this side of the Eastern Seaboard. You can catch us in the heart of Detroit, Greenfield and Grand River, Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Our address is 14223 Greenfield Road, Detroit, Michigan 48227. Our phone number is 313-273-5000.